My name is Randy Bigley. Joining me on the podcast right now from the Bucyrus City Police Department, Chief Neil Assenheimer. Chief, how are you doing?
Very good, Randy. Thank you for having me in today.
Hey, no problem. You know, we're getting ready for a busy week. The rest of the week, last half of the week is kind of busy for you guys because it's our Bratwurst Festival. I know you guys are, I see, very active out there. I see you guys making sure everything goes okay, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a busy time for us. Nobody has a day off.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're really ill.
Yeah, right. Yeah, unless you got a good excuse, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know that. I think in my career, other than people having kids and being off for the FMLA, I don't know that anybody's ever gotten a vacation day or anything during the festival.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You just don't put in for them. Some of you are just not going to get it approved.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and I've seen you guys. Unfortunately, every year you have to make a couple of rests here and there, but it's not too bad, is it?
Not too bad. It's the last several years the festival's been a lot less activity for us than what it was like when I first began. I mean, It just seemed like you were always dealing with fighting and overall drunkenness, and that seems to have leveled out quite a bit here the last few years. So I'm hoping that trend continues.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be wonderful.
Yeah. So what's going on in the city? I mean, you said before we went on here, there's been some car break-ins going on.
Yeah, we've had a few more reports of it's been an uptick. Usually it does happen in the summer months, when the weather's nicer and people get out and about. Seems the southeast section here has been the main focus for that. So I'll just encourage residents to lock their vehicles. Don't leave any valuables in there. Make sure you bring your wallet, your purse in, because just those are things that you can see from generally outside the car, and maybe would make it worth it for the thief to vandalize or break into your vehicle. So just like I said, please take anything out of your car that you don't want to get stolen, and lock your doors.
Because if it's in plain view, they're going to nab it if they want it, right? Break that window and go, right? Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or open the door. A lot of people don't lock their cars, do they?
Correct. There's a lot of times, they just find an unlocked car and just throw everything out of the glove box and grab whatever they can, and they're gone. And they're really hard to catch because you've got like that small window of catching them in the car.
Right.
It's pretty hard for the officer to come across them at that exact moment. It's happened, but it doesn't happen a lot.
Unless somebody's lucky enough to have a Ring doorbell or something, or one of those doorbells that catches them every once in a while, right? You get lucky enough to have somebody, yeah.
Well, and that's one thing that's definitely been a huge help to us is just the amount of people that have their own cameras and everything. It's like you can get a picture out. We've had a lot of success if we're not sure who someone is. We just put their picture right on Facebook, and usually someone gets a hold of us and lets us know who the person is. So we've actually solved a lot more of these types of crimes.
Oh, great!
Just using the technology that's out there.
I have them on my house, and they work very well. You can tell what's going on, or if somebody's messing around your house or something, it'll tell you. So yeah, nice. And then you can send a video out, like you said, to the police department or whatever. So it's really easy to do. So
right.
For something that's not very expensive, it's a good investment to have. I think so.
It is. I definitely they've become a lot more affordable over the years, and the quality is much better than what they used to be.
Yeah, they're in HD now.
They are. We've had some really great videos.
Oh yeah, I bet. Really cool, yeah. And of course, houses too. This is a time when maybe people are, schools getting ready to start. Maybe people are, maybe trying to work that last vacation in or whatever. But make sure that you have somebody who keep an eye on your house, right?
Always.
Yeah.
That's one thing, like with National Night Out, which I think we had 10 parties for that this year, and they were all over town. People just don't know their neighbors like they used to. I think a lot of that is just technology. You can be entertained in your house. I think a lot easier than going outside and just speaking to your neighbors. But I would encourage everyone to have at least a good relationship with your neighbors as best as you can, to where you can keep an eye on each other's homes and cars and
pick up your mail, maybe.
Pick up your mail if you're not going to be home. Just any little thing like that. If you see a mailbox that's overflowing with mail, then people are going to recognize that someone's not home.
Yeah. And
then that could target that house for.
That's where the neighborhood watches come in that work very well.
They do. Yeah. We still have some of those programs that are going. It's I think kind of died off a little bit from what it was years ago, but I think the idea is still there, and these people in these neighborhoods that they really do a good job of keeping an eye on on their neighbors' homes and property. And it's like I said, if someone gets into your car and your neighbor sees them, it's just as good as if you did.
Right.
You know, 'cause I mean, especially if you get like I said, a clothing description and which way they were walking. I mean, that helps us an awful lot in trying to find them.
And if you see something suspicious, don't be afraid to call the police department. Even if it's nothing, it'd rather be nothing than something, right?
Well, always.
Yeah.
Yeah. Generally, if you think you need to call, then call. We always, I think every day we get at least one scam call,
Yeah.
and that's something.
So do we.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm talking about like a resident.
Oh, resident
calling in.
scam. Oh, yeah.
I mean, and
Yeah.
if people are getting way better at not
Mm-hmm.
giving any information to these people when they call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, but like I said, just put it out there that some of this stuff is worldwide type
Yeah.
scamming,
Oh,
and
sure,
it's
yeah.
really beyond our ability to investigate this stuff. So I mean, I guess just understand that like the IRS is not going to call you, and
Or you never need to call for it because you didn't get a jury duty, or you need to go get a gift card and get a number to pay for it. You're fine, right?
yeah, correct. I mean, if
Yeah.
anything like that
Yeah.
is a scam,
Yeah.
just hang up the phone and don't do it. Or I mean, if you want to have some fun with them, string them along for as long as you feel like doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
that can be. I mean, some people have had some fun with that before.
Yeah, exactly. We get scammed. Same thing here. I mean, they'll try to scam us on emails and stuff. They'll try to, say that there's somebody here that works in the building and they need you to go get gift cards and do all this stuff. Yeah, they're getting pretty good at it.
Right. Yeah, they're making good efforts, and
Yeah.
that's the other thing is like I get emails every day that my Amazon package is missing, or my FedEx can't get a hold of me, or
Yeah,
something like that. It's like if you see an email like that, just delete it
exactly.
and don't even worry about it. Don't even open it up.
Yeah, it's all junk.
And it's all junk. And like I said, if you order something and you don't know where it's at, then look for an update in your email or call the company. If you call the company yourself, then you're probably going to get like a legitimate person.
I've done that before, one of the companies, like electric power company or something, say you owe this and that, and you call it, and say, we never called you. So I think if you ever have a question, just call the company yourself. If and I've gotten all kinds of stuff like that. It's crazy. I mean, I've gotten where they said I paid that, hey, your subscription to such and such for $500 just went through and something like that. And, we're going to take out your checking out. What count? They have an account listed that are taking it out already. So I mean, all that. But people fall for that stuff all the time.
Right. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing is like I said, if you didn't order anything, then just delete the email. If your order is late or it's not showing up, then just call the company yourself.
Yeah.
And just don't fall for anything. So I mean, there's so many people out there willing to try to steal from other people. It's really
It's pretty sad.
very sad.
Very sad. It happens all the time, though, doesn't it?
It does every day.
Yeah, and don't fall for these dating things too. That they said there's somebody that they're not. That happens a lot too. People get what they call catfished, right? Yeah. Wow. All the time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be seeing you guys out this week at the Bratwurst Festival. So hopefully everybody behaves himself. That'd be great.
I have my fingers crossed.
Yeah, right.
It's about as good as it's going to get.
Yeah. All right. If anybody needs it, if there's any problems, if you see anything, get a hold of the police department, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give us. I mean, and you can call us for anything that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Just understand that for some stuff it's not a police issue, and then our people are pretty good about getting you to where you need to be if it's not a police matter.
Sure. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming in today. Thank you so much.